Thank you, Alex, for inviting me to this webinar. Hey, everyone. My name is Fahmid. I'm the founder of a company called X6 Corp Inc. We are a blockchain service provider, and we're also working in our own in-house project called Merch, which is a physical plus digital marketplace for NFTs and physical goods. Something that Nova touched on pretty well before as well, and so did Alex. So I'm just going to share my screen and just want to quickly talk over a few things. Okay, yeah, I believe everyone can see my screen. So, starting with NFTs in the world of digital goods or like physical goods or just like digital wearables and stuff, the way I see it is basically a lot of the new projects and a lot of different new sort of like industries are being built where it's like people already from like a long time back have their own avatars online. They have their own characters and they change their clothing or change the different aspects of it. For example, Fortnite is a good one where you can buy different skins, you have that umbrella, and then you can go into the world of Fortnite and then play with your friends. Do a lot of exploring, just building and just playing your normal Call of Duty type game. But there's also one other aspect of Fortnite, which is that you can participate in concerts there. So a couple of months ago, there was a Travis Scott concert where a lot of people were just visiting the Fortnite world just to see like the event. And then there was music, there was a lot of random things happening, and then you could see other players as well. And that was sort of one of the first times that I noticed, which is like you could really see other people's skins up close and without any stress, basically, because in the normal game you're always in that pressure of getting away from your enemy or something like that. But with a concert, it's more like you're trying to have fun and just like network with other people, even though if it's like a closed communication. But it's like you could go in front of a person and then like see their username, see their avatar, and there's like just do different emotes and like different dances in front of them. So I think like that's a great kind of root of how the world of digital wearables kind of came into play, where it's like people we know from like a long time back of people love kind of customizing their online presence in whatever form. Recently with NFTs and the rise of NFTs and the technology itself, there's a new kind of mega industry which is forming, which is phygital goods, that we touched on in this webinar pretty quite a lot. Phygital is basically physical and digital like wearable, which is, for example, this t-shirt, the shirt that I'm wearing, there's no way to connect this with anything online, except maybe ordering this from online in my email receipt. But that's very irrelevant, or like not even on the same line as what it is possible with kind of indulging this into like the digital world. So for example, CloneX is a great project where they have this vision of combining the real world with the digital world, where they introduce their collections that go beyond just digital wearable. So for example, CloneX, they recently introduced this one project called Artifact introduced this recent project called CloneX. Artifact is a Web3 project. It's a Web3 company owned by Nike. Nike purchased it couple of months ago, maybe more than a year ago. But ever since then, Nike's been working a lot on Artifact to introduce new digital experiences and products now to different people. With CloneX, one of the great thing is like this NFT collection that they launched NFTs of, let's say, like shirts, t-shirts, socks, hats, and just sweats and all the different kinds of things that it might not seem like a lot of like a big thing, but inside of it, I believe they have a lot of different technology where like a hoodie, for example, has an NFC chip. NFC chips are basically chips that you can you know how your phone payment works when you basically take it close to like a POS system and then it pays. Your phone has an NFC system that kind of delivers that communication to the other tech object. So that NFC technology is now being embedded within these t-shirts and hoodies and stuff so that people can actually prove their ownership of that hoodie. What I mean by that is basically this specific, let's say this Murakami drip t-shirt, you can actually buy this NFT and then have it delivered to you in person. So you have a physical t-shirt exactly like this, and also your digital wearable that you can probably use in the future in different decentralized worlds, such as Decentraland or Sandbox or something. And you also have this in your physical presence. You can wear it, you can go to it, and at one point you can probably scan your NFC that is embedded within this physical t-shirt and prove ownership of this NFT. So that gives rise to a whole new world where like you can actually, for example, go to a concert, let's say held by Artifact, and then all you need to do to get into that concert is scan your NFC within that t-shirt to prove that you are a CloneX holder. And it's all kind of secured by the blockchain technology. So this is like a really great thing that's really like at the root of it right now, where like we haven't seen anything. This is just the proof of concept, in my opinion. So there's a lot more that comes with it. And Artifact CloneX is a great project that you know is proving that concept. You can go and like check out their website to this. I'm not associated with Artifact in any way, but I love this project because being in the space of Phygital Fashion, I feel like they're one of the leaders where they're setting an example of how it should be done. Plus, it's backed by Nike, which I believe is a huge factor on how they're doing these things right. One of the other things that I personally am working on, it's merch. So right now, what we're trying to do is something like Artifact CloneX, where I personally have a family business for like 25 years manufacturing clothing. So I'm trying to combine that with CloneX's technology of like embedding NFC and then proving ownership with NFT. So I think like that's a great project that I'm personally working on, that I think a lot of people would love because it's so close to Artifact and CloneX and the phygital market and where it's going in the future and the amount of like potential that there is. So I personally love this. That's why I decided to, you know, like talk on this topic of phygital goods. And I think a lot of people will have a lot of creativity and like thinking what to do with it and the future of it, and just like a lot of different things. It's just that the potential right now is endless. We haven't even thought of what phygital goods can do, except give you access to digital and physical exclusive content and you know get it access to things. One of the example is let's say that right now with the NFT technology, how it is, we can get access to all the different things I just said. But NFT itself, it's evolving where there's basically experimentation on different types of NFT where you can subscribe to an NFT. So you can pay monthly or something by holding an NFT, and a lot of different technology that is not here yet. And once you combine that NFT with your phygital good, and the NFT itself evolves into like, let's say, subscription-based model, and then like a lot of different things embedded within that NFT technology, your physical good is just going to like skyrocket in value because the NFT itself is evolving. So that's a great like mega industry that's being built right now that I think like a lot of people are really not seeing directly, but it is there, and it will be, in my opinion, very mainstream in a couple of years, and we will basically become very used to it, and expect every wearable that we have to be part of like a digital system, digital ecosystem where it has NFC, and then we can use it to kind of get access to different places, different content, and a lot of different things. In contrary to Artifact and basically this whole ecosystem of digital goods and the access it gives, I want to get on kind of like a NFT by Tiffany and Co. And personally, I am not a big fan of this. Maybe because I don't know of it much, or it's just not for me as an audience. But with Tiffany and Co. and a lot of different other companies trying to get into the NFT train, they're trying to make a phygital kind of their own phygital thing, where like they saw the success that Artifact had with their own phygital projects, and they wanted to get on that same boat. But the only thing that they did at this point, to my best knowledge, is release that NFT collection. And for some of the projects, a little bit of aspect of the phygital side, where you have a bag, let's say, and that's connected with your NFT, but that's basically it. And they're not really building on top of other experiences with your phygital good and with your digital wearable, and just like kind of improving upon like what is potential there. As opposed to CloneX, Artifact, they're just constantly making this entire universe, entire metaverse, where you can connect your digital drip with your NFTs and a lot of different things. So that's one thing to keep in mind in terms of takeaway, basically, is that I really want people to look at NFT projects, phygital NFT projects, as like the potential that there is, and not just the hype over it. Obviously, if Tiffany and Co, Gucci, or they all release an NFT collection, it's going to be popular. But in terms of what they're doing to build on it, and the future with it, the potential of it, I think that's something that we really have to keep in mind, because it's not just another shoe or a bag that has maybe your NFT connected. It's more of like the access that it can give, because it is connected, and because of the upgrades that are constantly being built on top of that NFT technology. That having said, that's all for me. I'll just finish it up with linking my LinkedIn to people if you'd love to connect with me, and I'm just ready to take any questions if anyone has any.